Hello Cancer, and welcome to your new moon lunar cycle insight video. For the new moon in Pisces, the March new moon, which falls on the 6th of March this year, this is a very intense and kind of conflicting new moon energy we have this month, because we have Mercury stationing retrograde in Pisces the day before on the 5th of March, and just hours before the new moon we have Uranus shifting signs into Taurus for the first time in 84 years. So this is a once in a lifetime transit for many people. It's a exciting, expansive energy, yet we are also simultaneously being pulled into the conflicting, into the confusing pool of energies that sometimes comes when we are working with Pisces. So these videos are going to focus on these two dominant transits that will be taking us through this month and beyond. Uranus is going to be in Taurus for 7 years. So the things that are occurring and rising up now are a foreshadowing of what is to come. And of course, Mercury is going to be retrograde until the 28th of March, and he won't leave his shadow until the 17th of April. So I'm just looking at my cat having a bit of a sneeze behind us, or at least I hope it's a sneeze. She's been present for all the videos this month. So we're looking at the Mercury retrograde happening around the time of this new moon, as obviously the lunar goddess, the solar queen, come together with Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, in your 9th house. So this retrograde period and this new moon cycle is very much for you about letting go of old belief systems. The Pisces energy asks us to dissolve, to wash away, to let go. The 9th house is about the higher mind. It's about our deeply entrenched belief systems. It's about our spiritual connection and our big visions. It can also be connected with spiritual teaching and spiritual learning, or religious teaching and learning as well. So this can be particularly transformative energy for those of you who are letting go of old religious programming, letting go of old spiritual programming, so that we can, come into the new paradigm. So this is a period of really reassessing and reworking your belief systems. This can be a time when many old teachings come up to the surface, maybe things that we have been learning or have been working with for many years that are simply no longer resonating, no longer serving with us. With the Neptune-Jupiter square that is happening this year as well, we are let go of old spiritual illusions and delusions and coming into a whole new way of thinking and being around spirituality. We've seen a lot of this happening in the mainstream as well, as lots of truths come up to be revealed and uncovered. And the Sagittarian house of the birth chart is also to do with our own authentic personal truth, what we really believe to be true. So perhaps we will find that things aren't exactly as we thought they were or as they seemed. Perhaps we will have to find new ways of communicating our truth. I know a lot of the people that watch these videos are speakers, teachers, writers, leaders, spiritual pioneers in their own way. And this can be a time when you are rethinking the teachings that you are sharing, or the teachings that have been coming through you as well. So we're really in this process of shedding the old belief systems, shedding the old truths, so a new, higher, more expansive, expanded vision can take its place. So we're letting go of the small dreams, the old dreams, and coming into a new perspective. We're coming into perhaps we are changing our goals and aspirations. Perhaps we are coming into deeper levels of devotion and service, and this requires us to change our work. So it's a very interesting space to have this retrograde happening. So the key for you really here, Pisces, is to let go of everything you thought was true and come into embracing paradox, embracing the illusion. Maybe all is not what it seems. So this is working together with Uranus's move into Taurus. Uranus has been in your 10th house for the past 7 years, Cancer. So this is the house of career, of reputation, of purpose, of work. So over the past 7 years, you've been working to align your work in the world with your soul's unique individual expression of truth. Perhaps there's been a bit of chaos that has been happening over the past 7 years, and recently, as Uranus lingered on that 29 degrees of Aries for the past few weeks, perhaps old ways of working, old ways of being seen, old ways of achieving our ambitions, old ways of activating our purpose have had to be discarded so we can move into something else. Again, we see this theme of embracing the bigger picture, the bigger vision, as Uranus comes into Taurus and into your 11th house. So Uranus is very happy in the 11th house because it is the space of the birth chart that he naturally rules over. It's the house that is naturally associated with Uranus, with Aquarius. This is the house of humanitarianism. This is the house of where our individual purpose interweaves with the collective evolution of the whole. So again, we're looking at how our work, how our vision is serving the whole, is serving the evolution of humanity. So we may have some downloads, some insights coming in around this time around how we can progress forward to the next level. We've done a lot of work in our career, but now how can we share what we have learned in a bigger way? How can we reach more people? How can we connect with more people? How can we expand our networks, our circles? How can we find our unique place in the web of life? So during this period of change, we might find that there is some upheaval in these areas of our lives as we expand to accommodate the shift. So again, we have this thing of changing purpose, changing vision going on, which seems to be the key theme for you this month, Cancer. So when we're working with this 11th house energy, it's very cosmic, it's very multi-dimensional. So we may find that we suddenly have a unique perspective that everybody wants to listen and learn from as well. So it's important for us to learn how to really embody these changes, how to embrace them, how to move with the expansion instead of contracting back into our shell. So you may feel even more sensitive than usual this month, Cancer, as we have these Piscean energies moving through moving through the collective as well, because this is your fellow water sign, and you are used to these deep waters of emotion. You are used to this process of, diving deep within, of feeling the feelings, of feeling the emotions. But it can also make you very aware of where you need to set some more psychic and energetic boundaries as well. So on the one side, you may feel like your dreams, your intuition is stronger than usual. But on the other hand, the enhanced sensitivity can make you want to hide away, can make you want to go in internalize again. So you have to find some kind of balance between following the expansion, following the new pathway, following the new vision, yet also allowing time for yourself to process what is rising for you. Because although the Pisces energies are focused around your ninth house of belief systems, you will also be feeling these energies of releasing the past, of nostalgia, of soul detoxification, of emotional decluttering rising as well. So finding that space between having time to love and nurture yourself, to meditate, to reflect, to journal, yet also embracing the pathway ahead as well. You know, embracing this new pathway that is opening up for you. You know, this almost feels like a reward for all of the hard work you've been putting into your career over the last few years as well. So I'm going to pick a card for you to culminate this reading, and this is from the Goddess Oracle by Amy Sophia Mashrahinki. This is really interesting. Centering. So that really echoes exactly what I have just said about finding that time, that space, that still center within yourself where you can anchor these changes from a place of safety and security. Because quite often when things change rapidly, the shock of the new can cause us to fall back into old patterns that we feel are safe and secure. But really, at this time, we are learning how to embrace change, how to remember that security is an illusion. Everything is eternally changing. Things can change in the blink of an eye. And the only thing that we can do is be rooted in our ability to trust that what is happening is always part of the divine unfolding, part of the divine process. So this is a time for many of us that will be confusing and unclear. We are in that void space of unknowing. Things are changing, but we have no idea when they will stabilize or what the long-term implications may be. But if we can center ourselves in our spiritual practice, center ourselves in our spiritual teachings, then we can remain peaceful and balanced as we dive in and allow the expansion to unfold as it should. Just thinking of the unfolding of the lotus flower here as I'm looking at this really beautiful picture of green Tara, I believe. And just, you know, also makes me think of the crown opening to receive the new ideas, the new inspiration. So even if you don't act upon them straight away, write them down, keep them safe, because we're going to be needing to embody them as the cycle moves forward, as the wheel of the year turns. So thank you so much for listening to me, Cancer. If you wish to connect with me further, you can check out the links below this video. So much love.